straightforward. This is a rock hurling device. It will hurl great rocks of 70 pounds at your enemies. Now, I didn't mention before we got these volunteers up, but they would sometimes go wrong. And there were accounts, as in the Siege of Lisbon, when the rock was not so loud, not so quietly over there. He's a very noisy fellow, isn't he? I think he's hard of hearing. Know this, that there was a time when the rope was pulled, the rock went hurling up in the air, there it hovered for a while and came crashing back down on the operators. It could kill the operators. But don't worry, we are not using rocks in there today. We are using bladders filled with horses' urine. Don't worry if they split. Horses' urine is very good for wool anyway, I think, so it's not a problem. But you could be hurling rocks of 70 pounds. Other weapons you could use, I mentioned this earlier, were Greek fire. Pots of burning sulphur. Now, they on impact would split and send their fiery terror all over the place. But if you were defending a castle with one of these, of course you'd be looking to hit your opponent's engines and set them alight. You could have 6 or 7 of these behind the walls. You could have people on the walls calibrating for you, saying, no, don't pull so hard, or pull a bit heavier, or let's manoeuvre the machine again around. This machine was much more manageable than the great trebuchets, and this is why it was such a good defensive weapon. So you could have rocks, you could have Greek fire. One of my favourites was beehives. You could hurl beehives at your opponent. Imagine how angry those bees are going to be hurled at some colossal rate and hitting you. There was a siege in Lithuania when one was sent out to parley terms, and he was sent back by one of these. When I say he was, his head was chopped off and hurled back in, so it could be used for psychological warfare in those days as well. And why not biological warfare as well? Diseased animals were sometimes sent into these things to, well, you imagine if you're besieging a castle, making life uncomfortable in there, and having disease festering the place would not be very comfortable. Now, are they just talking, or are they ready? Now, we will help them by, now if you have to step back, please, my friend, step back. We will count them in with a 3, 2, 1, loose. One of the best shots we've had are getting towards the edge. You see where this outer wall stops, and there's a curve in the wall there for the corner tower. We've had people reach that distance. They get 2 shots each, so they can get practice and use with it. Are they ready now? Come on, wait for it, then we'll count. 3, 2, 1, loose. Let's count them in with 3, 2, 1, loose.
Oh, that's all.
Wow.
Very good shot.